A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Chidobe. Wouzier. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So we have reached, and now due to apparent time. They go play action here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 90. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress.
Flex round. Here we go.
They begin with a run by Miller. Fights loose. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Webb. And his first throw here is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Webb now. And he finds his man, Griffin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He finds his target, Fuller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Let's go. White 90. White.
On first and 10, Webb over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And now it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now Webb going for it all. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Now a first down throw. Webb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Here we go. White 90. White.
A play fake, now Webb. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Throwing after the interception. Webb. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. To throw on second down, here's Webb. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Now yet another in. So for the Cowboys, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Houston, good night, everybody. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back to throw again. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Sanders has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. Off to Geis on the screen. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run it.
And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He spots Henderson open left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Henderson. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. He'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarter.
Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. Oh, one more time.
Won't he just stand still?
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
We got three.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And an alley to run. Oh, he will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
They'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos... Back to throw now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, 40 yards. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me...
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Trey Burton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos add on. Here's Royce Freeman, the first carry for the rookie. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ohio!
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. And an alley to run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and his guys are going to get... And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam.
He'll tuck it and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And this is a blowout. So from the 36 now. 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game. and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a throw. To the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Ohio! Ohio! 48, come on. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Go. Grand 38! Grand 38!
He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete as well. So the Broncos coming out now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Robert Ayers. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back on onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Ayers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but then...
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sanders has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal.
Ohio! Ohio!
On the ground, Geis, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou...
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, the MVP of Super Bowl 47, Joe Flacco, and the Baltimore Ravens face off with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, that second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally,
and they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll go on the ground, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on?
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 88 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He knocks him back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
To throw Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that. first down throw for Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. First down, Mariota. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On first and 10, here's Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. He'll get it up the middle, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll go on the ground. A solid stiff arm. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Powers over.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are going to add on to their... Now they try the right side here. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, hurdle time. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's singing.
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights, the party.
And they'll run it here. Bowls him over. And now running right through it. 38 yards on the scamper there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Mariota here to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
You know what they say. Something's got to give. It's the coach. This is Madden 19, and it's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see two teams, each riding a 3-game win streak, as it'll be the LA Chargers as they get set to square off against the Cleveland Browns. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now Mayfield looking left sideline, incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
They go play action. Mayfield going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, you would think that if you threw 119 touchdown passes.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the work.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the 1st quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds. and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
This is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the Browns add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing, Mayfield to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. What a game. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. There goes Duke Johnson, the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 78 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And he spins through. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Steelers, they're out to an early lead. Ben Roethlisberger, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. First down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just in...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brandon Mebane. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before.
Detroit!
The third quarter begins with a run by Hyde. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit!
Play fake. Mayfield. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Browns continue to roll. And that touch.
Watching that Marty!
Mayfield on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Browns are pouring it on. And that, boys and girls, is... Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth. First play of the drive. Let's get credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They go with Chubb on second down, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fells has it, left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run for it. Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards. A give. This is Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Browns continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Browns are pouring it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Fighting through, and he's got space. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throwing run incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went that the yards record would fall, and we got to see it. We got to witness it, and the crowd is so excited to watch another NFL record fall.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Mayfield down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So that'll do it.
This is Madden.
Bortles now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete. And it's second down. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Here we go.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pulled in at the 24. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
21 yards. Well done on the On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Green 80.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a... Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Sean Lee in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Collins in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Cowboys are going to take over. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Bortles now to throw. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags first down. Bortles now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. From midfield, here's Bortles.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Green 80. Green 80.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. That is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Yelder. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Here's John Ryan now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Malik Collins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Green 80.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Bortles, and he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Taco Charlton able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He won't go down. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something they've got to be casual. At times, we're trying to win a game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On 1st down, Bortles throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. Then you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A good return there, 17 yards. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard.
Oh.